They thought they knew you. But when you started to reveal your true intentions, they froze, turning cold as rock-hard ice. They thought they'd mapped every corner of your mind, every angle, every supposed weakness. They looked at you and thought, I've got you all figured out. They had their neat little blueprint, thinking they held the upper hand. But here's the punchline: that blueprint. It was a joke, a poorly sketched plan. Because you're the wild card, the piece they couldn't account for, the chaos they never expected. Chaos doesn't sit still, it's alive, shifting, unstoppable. And the moment you flipped the script, you shattered that pristine image they built of you, breaking apart every carefully constructed piece of their illusion. It's funny, really. They thought they were ahead of you. They believed it because you let them, humoring them while they basked in their little fantasy of control. You kept your cards close, played along, and waited. Then, just as they grew comfortable, lulled into believing they pulled the strings, you cut those threads. You stepped out of their lines, painted a picture they couldn't recognize, couldn't comprehend, and now, they're scrambling, desperate, watching your every move, dissecting every word, trying to read a page that doesn't exist. You've become the riddle they can't solve, the enigma they can't crack. They're haunted by the mystery you left in your wake, obsessed with the idea that they never really knew you at all. He'll forever be haunted by the mystery you left behind, a constant reminder of what they'll never possess or control. You're the silence that follows a storm, the kind that leaves an unsettling calm, a sense of something unfinished. Every time they close their eyes, they'll see flashes of your defiance, hear echoes of the laughter they didn't understand, and feel the chill of realizing they were never the ones in control. They'll talk about you, whisper your name with a mixture of fear and admiration. Stories will grow, tales of how you slipped through their grasp, how you defied every expectation, how you broke free from their carefully laid traps. And the more they talk, the more they build a legend. They'll never fully comprehend the story of someone who could never be chained, someone who shattered every rule without hesitation. You see, they wanted you in their world, dancing to their rhythm, predictable and tamed. But you're not here to dance to anyone's tune. You're here to create your own music, a symphony that only you can hear, a rhythm that no one can imitate. And that's the beauty of it. While they're struggling to piece together the fragments, to understand how you slipped through their fingers, you're already somewhere else, moving forward, creating a life that's truly yours. The funny part, they'll keep watching, keep trying to understand, keep obsessing over every move you make. Because they don't just fear losing control, they fear the reminder that someone can break free. They fear the idea that not everyone is bound by the same limitations, that there are people who can walk away without looking back, who can rewrite their own story without hesitation. And that's the real power you hold. You're the embodiment of freedom. A living example that no one has to stay in the lines others draw. You've shown them that the walls they thought were impenetrable are nothing but illusions. You've proven that control is a mirage, something that only exists if you allow it to. So leave them in the dust, tangled in the remnants of their shattered illusions. Walk your own path, unburdened by their expectations, unchained by their rules. Be the wildfire that burns bright and fierce, the untamed spirit that can't be caught. Because that's where true freedom lies, not in meeting their standards or fitting into their boxes, but in breaking every single one, in showing them that you are limitless. Let them wonder, let them worry, let them fear what they can't understand. And while they're consumed by the mystery you've left behind, you'll be miles ahead, untouchable, unstoppable, a force they'll only ever see from afar. Because you are the twist they'll never forget, the storm that leaves an imprint long after it's passed, and the power that lingers in their minds, a reminder of a truth they'll never escape. They thought they knew you, but they never even came close. And you're smiling, watching them flail, caught in the web you spun, grinning like a Cheshire cat. Because this is real power, not in being predictable or fitting their labels, but in existing outside their grasp. They're staring over their shoulders now, eyes wide with paranoia, wondering when you'll strike next. They wanted control, wanted to know every inch of your being. But you showed them something else, a force they can't understand, can't manipulate, can't hold. You're the shadow in their game, the question they can't answer. And while they obsess, you're already 10 steps ahead, rewriting the rules as you go. You're the storm they thought they could outsmart, the lightning they thought they could bottle. Now they're caught in the eye of it, surrounded by chaos they didn't see coming. Because people only respect one kind of power, the kind they can't predict. They thought they were playing you. But every move was yours. Every step. Every twist. You left them standing there, dazed, wondering how the tables turned so fast. They thought they held you in place, but you wrote the escape route, and now they're the ones trapped, prisoners of their own game. Their little chessboard flipped upside down, and you're the one grinning. So here's the lesson, my friends. Don't play by their rules, don't let them believe they know you. You're not here to be predictable, not here to walk the line they drew. You're here to break it, to be the glitch in their system, the ghost they can't pin down. Keep them guessing, make them wonder. Be the mystery that they'll never solve. Because that's freedom. That's power. Let them stare, let them try to decode you. Let them drive themselves mad piecing together a puzzle that has no answer. Because the truth is they'll never grasp you. You're beyond their reach, beyond their understanding. You're the unknown, lurking just beyond the edge of their control, slipping through their fingers every time they try to hold on. They're left grasping at shadows, haunted by the realization that they never even came close to seeing the real you. They tried to box you in, contain you, mold you to fit their narrow vision. But you defy every label, every category. You're not a piece on their chessboard, you're the entire game they'll never master. See, they grew comfortable, thinking they could predict your every move. But comfort breeds weakness, and in their arrogance, they missed the one truth that defines power. True power isn't about control, it's about unpredictability, about the strength to twist and turn in ways they'll never anticipate. You're not bound by their limits, not shackled by their expectations. You're a force of nature, untamed and uncontainable. Now they're left stumbling in the dark, terrified of the unknown. They don't fear you because they know what you're capable of. They fear you because they don't. The moment you stepped out of their lines, you became something they couldn't label, couldn't cage. You are the question mark, the unknown variable that keeps them up at night, wondering when you'll strike next, and in what form. And here's the irony, they thought they were the ones pulling the strings, thought they could move you like a pawn. But you were the one orchestrating every move, letting them think they were winning while you set the pieces exactly where you wanted them. You played them, let them dance to your tune. And now, as they scramble to find solid ground to regain control, you watch them calm, collected, unbothered. This is your stage now, your game. Let them try to figure you out, to put you back into the box you shattered long ago. They'll keep analyzing, keep studying, but you'll keep moving, always one step ahead. Because you aren't a piece on their board, you're a storm they can't contain, a fire they can't extinguish. They're haunted now, tormented by the reality that every plan they made, every scheme they crafted, was built on an illusion. You were never the pawn, you were the one writing the rules. And while they're tangled in their web of broken expectations, you're free, liberated from their grasp, unbound by their limitations. And so keep them guessing. Let them see only what you want them to see. Reveal only what you choose to reveal. The real power lies in their confusion, in their frustration, in their growing realization that they never knew you at all. You're the embodiment of unpredictability, the curveball they can't hit, the enigma they can't solve. In the end, they'll remember you not as the person they thought they controlled, but as the one who turned the tables, the one who shattered their illusion of power. And that's the most powerful position of all, to be the storm, the untouchable force that no one can tame, the chaos that leaves them wondering, forever in awe and fear. Because while they're caught in the mess of their own making, you've moved on, stronger, more unpredictable than ever. They'll be left with nothing but questions, echoes of a power they'll never understand. And you'll keep moving, leaving a trail of shattered expectations and unfulfilled control, because you are and always will be the storm that never settles, the mystery that never reveals its full face. And that, my friends, is true freedom. You've left them behind, bewildered and haunted by the realization that every step they took was exactly where you wanted them. And now they're trapped, spiraling in confusion, clutching at memories of a power they only thought they had. They thought they could understand you, that they could keep you contained, but you showed them something they'll never forget, a glimpse of true unpredictability, a wildness they can't chain, a strength they'll never comprehend. They were trying to solve you. But you're not a puzzle to be completed, you're the storm. Relentless, unyielding, a force of nature beyond their understanding. So let them talk, let them whisper, let them try to piece together the fragments of the illusion you shattered. They'll spend their days haunted by what they thought they knew, replaying every moment, trying to figure out where they went wrong, how they could have been so mistaken. But that's just it, isn't it? They never stood a chance, not against someone who sees through every lie, who bends every rule, who rewrites the story with a single, effortless twist. They'll live in that shadow, questioning every truth they thought they held, fearing the mystery that you've left behind. And you'll be miles ahead, unfazed, untouched, a ghost in their past while they remain frozen in time. You've become a legend, the one they couldn't predict, the one who slipped through their fingers like smoke. There's power in being the unknown, in being the one they can never pin down. You are the storm that lingers in the back of their minds, the echo they can't silence. They'll always remember the moment you twisted the game, left them standing in the wake of something far more powerful than they'll ever understand. Because you're more than they ever dreamed. You're the chaos that refuses to be tamed, the mystery that defies explanation, the force that no one can hold down. And as they look back, haunted by the memory of a power they could never possess, you'll be free, bound only by your own will, unstoppable, untouchable. So walk away, leaving them in their confusion. Leave them with the echo of what they once thought they knew, and let them dwell on the one truth they'll carry forever: they never had you, not even close. Because you, my friend, are the enigma, the shadow, the fire that burns beyond reach. You're the question they'll never answer, the power they'll never understand, and the storm that will never be contained. And in the end, as they live in the ruins of their own expectations, you'll continue forward, a legend in the making, a force beyond comprehension.
Rose gold, rose, kept me on Thursday. Told me I broke her heart, I did it in the worst way. Rose gold, rose, kept me on Thursday. Told me I broke her heart, I did it in the worst. I said, rose gold, rose, kept me